Hi class, my name is Kelly Reed. I've been married for 30 years. I'm an older student. I have 4 daughters and 2 grandchildren. I love to cook and I love to do anything outside. So kayaking, hiking, camping, biking, anything outside, horseback riding. I love it all. I am majoring in psychology, and I came to IU East because it was the college that actually was recommended for me to attend because they had psychology online and IU did not, so that's why I came to IU East. The 10 adjectives that describe me are charismatic, generous, flexible, adventuresome, compassionate, demonstrative, extroverted, flamboyant, positive, and persistent. Very persistent. Charismatic is effortlessly winning the affections of others, and I have a tendency to draw people to me, and I don't know why, but anywhere I go, or people usually come up to me and they kind of come up beside me and start telling me everything about their life. And it's kind of a joke in my house. People kind of make jokes about, mom's going to go to the grocery store, but she's going to be there for an extra hour because somebody's going to stop her and talk to her. And we were sitting one time at the Holiday Inn, and my youngest 2 daughters are cheerleaders, and we were getting ready to go to a football game, and I was driving, so I was carpooling and waiting for the girls to show up that were going to drive with us. And a car I'd never seen before pulled up next to me, rolled the window down. I thought she was going to need directions or something, and I'm directionally challenged, so we kind of smiled about that. But she rolled her window down and proceeded to tell me her entire life story. Her name was Rosa, and how she came to the United States, and what her husband does for a living, and what her grandparents do, and their religious convictions, and everything else like that. So it's kind of a joke at our house. The charismatic part of me is very effortless for me to communicate with people. I have a tendency to love people and want to help them out in any way that I possibly can. I am very generous and always trying to find ways to help people out that are in my life, or people that I come in contact with that need help. I do try to be there for them and do what I can. Flexibility, I roll with things. I don't try to let things get control of me. I absolutely love obstacles. I think it's a challenge, and I'm like, bring it on. We can do this. We can take care of it. Whatever it is, we can handle it. Adventuresome, I definitely love to try new things. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's new food, or if it's a new adventure, or new location, or traveling. I love adventure. I love challenges. I love trying new things. Compassionate, oh goodness. I am very compassionate about almost everything. It's kind of ridiculous. It's the emotions that get in the way of things sometimes because of my compassion for people and my convictions of things. I have a girlfriend that just turned 50, and her husband is not the type of person that does parties or does anything for you. So I called him like 2 months before her birthday, and I said, Gary, she's turning 50. It is a big birthday for women. When you turn 50, it's a big deal. So if you're not going to do something, I am. Do you want to have it at my house, or do you want to have it at your house? And right now she's in Las Vegas celebrating her birthday because he wanted to be sure he did something big for her. So demonstrative, and what I mean by demonstrative is showing my feelings and affections for others. And I'm a hugger. And a lot of people don't necessarily love to be hugged, but I can feel it with people when I meet them, and I'm not going to shake your hand. I'm going to hug you. It's just the way I am. And I feel like it's an embrace of letting people know that I do care about them and that I do love them and I do want to be there for them and support them in any time that they need. Or if they just want to go have a good time, I'm up for that too. So demonstrative, showing my affections for others. Extroverted, obviously. I'm very extroverted. I kind of have a tendency to wear my brain on my tongue, so you know what I'm thinking, and my heart on my sleeve. So that's kind of my personality type. I love people. I love to be around people. I love talking to people. The last 3 I kind of needed help with. I talked to my kids a little bit about the last 3. I'm like, I don't know what other adjectives I could use for me. My youngest, who's 15, said, Mom, you're very flamboyant. She said, and I quote, "You're the most bubbly person and sweet to people, and you always make them smile," which I thought was really sweet for my daughter to say about me. So thank you, Carly. Positive, that was from my 18-year-old who's graduating high school this weekend, big weekend. She said, "I always have a good attitude, a positive attitude, and a good outlook on life." And persistent. They both supported persistent. I think it's because I'm mom and I maybe nag a little bit. Sorry about the phone. Persistent. My nonstop efforts to do everything is what they said. So it doesn't matter what it is. It's like you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until either they do what I tell them to do or I get the job done. Okay. I think that of all the adjectives, the one thing that would help me the most is the persistence, because I am not very good with computer stuff. Like I said, I'm an older student, and this kind of stuff wasn't really available to me in high school or college. The computers were the size of a house when I was in college. So this is all new to me, the computer stuff. So having the persistence to be able to figure this out and learn all these things about computers and everything and do these kinds of recordings and send them to you, the persistence is going to help in that. And hindering, I think the only thing I could come up with was the demonstrative, because you really don't have a need to be demonstrative when you're giving a video speech online. But I send hugs to everybody anyway. There you go. That's the only way I know how to do it, but there's really no need for it. It's not necessary on an online video. My favorite TV show, I don't watch TV very much. Like I said, I'm more of an outside kind of person, and TV bores me. When I'm watching TV, I usually fall asleep, to be honest with you. It's kind of boring. The only show that I've really found that I liked was Sherlock Holmes on PBS. I do watch PBS once in a while. If I am in the mood to watch a TV show, it's usually PBS, and I'll watch Nova or something like that on PBS. Downton Abbey, once in a while I would watch Downton Abbey. I like that. But I really did love Sherlock Holmes. I love Sherlock Holmes because I like the psychology part of it. I think he was very interesting in the way that he... From Danielle Boyd. That's my oldest daughter, and obviously she has something she needs to talk to me about. I apologize again for that. The Sherlock Holmes series with Benedict Cumberbatch, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the humor, that the character, the way he analyzed people. He could look at like a hair on your jacket and he could tell you your entire life story for the last 50 years. So it was kind of humorous to me that he was able to do that, psychologically evaluate an individual just by something so minor. I loved his cockiness and the fact that there was irony in his diagnosis of being a sociopath and still being brilliant. I thought that was pretty funny. The personal connection was obviously my interest in his intellect and his ability to evaluate people. A little known fact about me. Okay, I hate tight spaces. I don't make a big deal out of it, but the people that do know it, they always pay attention. Like when I'm in an elevator or something like that, if there's my family's in there and 3 or 4 other people are in there and it's a nice size elevator, I'm okay. But if my family walks into an elevator and 12 people walk in, I am out. I will not stay in the elevator. So that's kind of a funny little quirk about me. My biggest self-esteem issue, I'm going to get kind of personal, and I don't really talk about this very much, but I have a tendency to feel stupid. No matter what the situation is, I always like, oh, you just don't know enough, or you can't figure it out. And I'm a smart person, and I don't know why I do that to myself. So I guess part of that is the self-confidence, and I think that this class will help me with that. And I look forward to that. And the people I think the reason that I feel that way is there's a lot of people out there that have a tendency to be sarcastic, and you know, when you say things, they kind of dumb it down, or people that try to make you feel stupid, that they are smarter than you. It's like a competitive one-upping kind of thing. I know a lot of people like that, and I think maybe sometimes I need to reevaluate some of the people that I run around with. But it does keep you on your toes, and it does keep you thinking, but it does kind of wear on you a little bit sometimes, and I think that's part of it. Let's see. The video with James and Michelle that we watched let me in on the secret that they do make mistakes, and it's okay. Even if the audience recognizes it and laughs at you, it's okay. And it doesn't mean that you're stupid. It means that you made a mistake, and that everybody makes mistakes, and that it's okay to make a mistake and not bring it on personally and degrade yourself or feel like you're a failure or stupid because you did make a mistake. Everybody does. It happens all the time. So best wishes to everybody. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I look forward to more time video in the video world with all of you and learning all about you. Blessings.